Learning Zili Nishmas Etta Ahuva Bas Yaakov Maseches Sotah Perik Aleph Mishna Daled Hayumaylan Oisa LeBezdin Hagadol Shibirushalayim. After that, they would bring her up to the Bezdin Hagadol in Yerushalayim, and that's learned out from Psukim because it says Va'asalah Hakayin Es Kol HaTorah Hazais, and we learn out from Alpi HaTorah Asher Yerucham Al Alon. It was a Bezdin of 71. So Sotah over here, it's with the Bezdin Hagadol. Uma'ayman aleha, they tried to scare her, kederech shema'ayman al edi nefashis, the same way they scare edi nefashis al tzviyitzilu eda, because they didn't want someone to get killed. So over here also, they don't want her to have to drink the mei saita, because they don't want to erase the name of Hashem for no reason. But imrala, and they tell her, biti harbe yayinoisa, harbe schleikoisa, harbe yaldasoisa, harbe shchenim aramoisa. A lot of things could happen through wine, through jokes, through hanging around with children, or through bad neighbors. And maybe you were a mezaneh. Asay l'shmoi hagadol shenichta b'kedusha shalayimcha lamayim. Do l'shem Hashem, and if you were mezaneh, be moided that you were mezaneh. V'omer l'faneh, and they tell her, dvarim she'enan kedai l'shmoya, things that she's not right to fit to hear. In other words, musa that you would tell tzaddikim, you tell her. He v'chol mishpachas beisavia, her and her family is also not right to hear it. The Tiferes Yisrael over here explains because Mistama, if she's a Rasha, Mistama, her family is also Rishaim, and therefore she's not right to hear. What are these things? That Gemara explains is that we find that Yehuda was Maida and he was not Boish with the Maisa Tamer. Ruvain was Haida v'loy Boish in the Maisa of Bila, and therefore we tried to get her to be Maida that she was Mizana. Mishna Hey. Im Amra Tameani, if she says that she's Tmeya, so then that's the end of the story. And Sheveris Ksuvasa, we write a Shiver on her Ksuva, we write that she was Mizana. The Gemara explains, Abaya says that it's Lavdafka Sheveris, it means that you rip up the Ksuva. Rava says if it was a Makom Shekaisin Ksuva, then you would rip it up. But over here we're talking about a place that they don't write a Ksuva, and therefore you would have to write this Shiver, and it would say that the reason why she's not collecting a ksuva is because she was mizana, and therefore she won't be able to collect a different time. V'yotzes, and then she cannot stay married to her husband anymore. She's yotzes beget. V'im amra tahira ani. Let's say she does not say she's tmeya, she's still not moide, she says that she's tar. So then the next step is ma'ilin oisel l'shar hamizrach shal pesach shar nikner. You bring her up to the Shar HaMizach, which is by the Shar HaNiknar. So over here, the Tais Yantav brings down Taisus in the beginning of the second parak. It's important to note that the Seder HaParsha is not the same as the Seder Mishnayos. And the Parsha, Psukim, it says that they brought the Mincha at this point, and they put inside of it Mayim and Afar, and that was all before she was brought up to the Shar HaMizrach. And the Mishnah says it the other way around. It's Taisus over there is Mesupik. Which one is the Iker? Say the Mishnah, say the Aparsha. But Tais Yanta brings down Taisus on Daf Yud Zayin Amabez. He says Dibra Maschel D'Chsiv. Bayas is Dibra Maschel Kaidem. And over there Taisus says that the Seder HaParsha is the Iker. Shesham, so they brought it to the Shar Nikner. What else happened at the Shar Nikner? Shesham Mashkin es HaSaitis. They were Mashkin Saitis over there. Umitarin es HaYoldis. So if Isha had to bring a carbon after she had a baby, it was done over there. And the reason is because the halacha is, the Gemara says that a person has to stand by when he brings a carbon. So you go to the closest possible place to stand by the carbon, which was by the Shar HaNikner. Umitarin es hamitzera, and also the taras hamitzera was done over there. The pasuk says v'hemen hakoyin hamitar lefnei Hashem. The koyin oiches b'bgadeh. The next thing was that the koyin would hold on to her clothes, and the Taisus brings down which koyin was this. He brings down a Tosefta and says that the koyinim would have a lottery. Koyinim matilin garolos. Even if it was the Kohen Gadol, he would the one that would go on to do the next step, which is hold on to her clothes, and nifru, if they rip, we don't care about it. Rashi says that prima is more than kriya, that it rips into a lot of different pieces. Ad shehu megala es liba v'seiser esaira, And this is all learned out from the psukim that says, Upara es roish ha'isha. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, one thing I forgot to speak out is that when it says over here that they were Ma'il and Oiseh L'Shar HaMizrach, the Gemara asked the question that she was already there because the Lishkas Hagazes, which that was the beginning of the Mishnah, was already was Ma'ilin, was already up there. So the Gemara says that they brought her back down and then they brought her back up again, and this was all to try to get her to be Moideh that she was Tameya. So again, back to this part of the Mishnah, the Rabbi Banan said that you have to rip the clothes because you learn out of a pasuk. Uparas Reish Isha. Rabbi Yehuda argues and he says, if her heart, if she was pretty or she had nice hair, so then they wouldn't do this. And Taisus explains, even though it's Xeris HaKasev, but the Chacham have a right, Shaval Taseh, that they could be Oiker, Davar min HaTorah, so therefore they said not to do it. And the reason was, the Gemara explains, because we were afraid that maybe she would wind up being innocent, and when she's innocent, these Kohanim that saw her B'chiyah Gabna are now going to have a taiva for her, and it's going to come out a nichshel.